Try it for free at carbonite.com.
You know, they've delayed everything now but the law itself. But another key element of the health care law pushback, the administration postponing small businesses and their requirement to get on and fast by another year, citing the ongoing problems with the healthcare.gov site. No wonder some Democrats are looking for a private sector fix right now. 7 Senate Democrats urging the president to hire a CEO to handle the healthcare websites. It's Teresa Payton, who was the White House Chief Information Officer under President Bush 43, and is responsible. The one thing out of Pennsylvania Avenue that has stood the technological test of time, that, of course, is whitehouse.gov. Teresa, very good to have you. Well, obviously now, for so many Democrats to be saying, look, maybe we need a private sector guy steeped in this stuff to take this over is a good sign, or is it?
You know, Neil, thanks for having me back. Happy Thanksgiving.
To you as well.
Yeah, here's the thing. We're following the same playbook over and over again. We're losing 21-0. I don't care who you bring in to coach at this point if they use the same playbook. They forgot to do security first, and they forgot customer is king. So I think it's great they're talking about bringing in a new person to run this, but they need a new playbook too.
You know, I wonder, though, obviously, when push comes to shove in a lot of really financial kablooey situations, for lack of a better term, in Detroit, remember they hired a city manager who effectively had more power than the mayor to sort of right that financial ship. And we've seen it in case after case where cities or municipalities or public entities that have run aground, that they bring in the private sector expert. When they're advocating this for the health care law, me thinks that they're looking for a private sector solution, which makes me think maybe that's what they should have been looking for in the very beginning.
I think you're absolutely right on that. They should have done the private sector solution from the beginning. Get people in there who've done this before, complex integrations. Think about it. I mean, the banks do this all the time with mergers. The date's set, the budget's set, the functionality is set, and they still hit the date. It wouldn't be acceptable if they didn't.
When you were running this site and sort of sprucing things up, getting whitehouse.gov to be the functional site it is today, the argument has always been, I think you had said as much last time you were here, that you had nothing as huge and as monstrous as this to get going, but nor, I guess, would it have even been entertained. But looking back now at all the things they knew that they said they didn't know, and the surprises that they say are genuinely surprising them now. Do you believe that? Or was there such a technological ignorance that, yeah, you could buy that? You could buy this shock because they weren't up to speed?
I'd have to think they were incredibly naive to think you could interface with 7 federal departments and agencies, do a website that aggregates all this information that's never been done before, this unprecedented aggregation of information, and think you could pull it off with this really large system without building it in small pieces. And that's the piece they missed. You know, besides the security and the customer experience, they did it as a big bang theory. And we know those don't typically work.
Do you think also the problem is way beyond just the site? I mean, eventually I do think they'll get it up and running. I don't know when. I'm not that smart. I think the problem is when you do get on it, the shock of the prices and what you find once you're there. That's the real surprise.
I think you're right about that. You know, once you finally get through to the site and get the information, it's not a pleasant experience for a lot of people. So after all that frustration and waiting to come in and see this price tag, I think also makes it that much worse.
Well, I don't know. They should have had you there, young lady. Teresa Payton, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's not too late. I think they're calling you right now, Teresa. In the meantime, well, it's cold, it's windy, it's snowing. No, it's raining, but it's a cold rain. And it'll probably keep customers from shopping at all. Is that a perfect storm coming, or the perfect excuse of all excuses coming? The retail version of the dog ate my homework after this.
Cavuto is brought to you by the Spark Business Card from Capital One. Earn double miles or 2% cash